Okay, hi, Victoria. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm super excited to chat about Curtsy, and I just didn't know if you wanted to introduce yourself, maybe give a little summary of, who you are and what you're doing right now.
Well, I'm Victoria Sculpton. I went to the University of South Carolina, so go Gamecocks. And I've been using Curtsy, what seems like, I don't know, like 5 years probably.
Wow.
Something insane. I used it when it was a renting app. And now I'm in Dallas, Texas, and I work for a retail company. So kind of always been in retail. I'm glad to be still a part of Curtsy's community.
Yeah, and so do you kind of consider Curtsy like a side hustle for you, or is that kind of how you
Mhm.
view it?
Yeah, Curtsy's definitely a side hustle. I feel like, especially like going from college to like kind of an adult, like you have so many clothes that you used to wear going out with your friends. You're like, I'll never wear that. Or like you have that outfit from that one party you had, and it's just kind of like, when will I ever need this again? So it definitely does like help like kind of get rid of some things and then also like buying new things to kind of update your closet with the season.
Definitely. Yeah, that's what I love about it too. Because, like you said, even graduating college, just your whole wardrobe needs to change. And it just felt wasteful to throw that away or, even just give it away. I kind of wanted to make money off the pieces that I once loved. So that's kind of why I love Curtsy.
Hmm.
So how many orders would you say you have a week?
A week? Ooh, I think probably about 20
20.
a
Okay.
week.
Wow.
I'm always at the post office.
Yeah, so that was one of my questions too. Like, what is your shipping and selling process like if you have that many orders? Like, do you space it out and just go when you get the order? Do you do it all in one day of the week? Like, how do you kind of manage that?
I try to do it during lunch or after work. So I have a like a blue box like 2 blocks away from me. So during lunch, I'll like pack it up real quick and like put it in an envelope. 'Cause I try not to tape it up crazy so you can easily like rip off the label.
Okay.
And so I just take it to my blue box down the road. So it takes me about 5-10 minutes. Unless I have like a lot and I
Yeah,
know it's gonna like because I have like filled up a box, like especially around Christmas time, and
yeah.
then I just take it to the actual post office.
You generally go whenever you have an order, you just kind of pack it up, go at lunch.
Just drop it off. I try to ship it like ASAP too. I feel like every girl is like, when can I get this? Like, I need it by Monday or something
Yeah.
crazy.
And they're ordering it Friday, and you're like, I need to go ship this out. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you've
But we've all been there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I said the same thing to someone last week because I bought something for my birthday that was yesterday. And I'm like, can you please ship this out right now? And she was so sweet and immediately went. Because like you said, we've all been there. We all know if you want something, last minute. So you've sold 1,400 things. Have you found that that kind of all happened at once? Is it more recent that you've been having a ton of sales, or what's kind of been your journey being a seller on Curtsy?
I think it really just happens when I like put in the time. Like since I do have a full-time job, sometimes I can't like get back to things every once in a while. But like when I do have like a lot to post and I sit down and like list, like sometimes I'll do like 40 things in one day and I'll be like
Gosh.
my full Sunday morning. It's like the worst experience because you go put on the outfit, like take the photos in the mirror, and because if you don't do it, someone's gonna ask you, and it's obviously gonna be like once you put it away. So
Yeah.
then I just spend like the whole morning doing it, and once I do that, like normally I will see like on Sunday nights is normally like my busiest time, and I will sell like I don't know 8 to 15 things in a night, especially if I like drop the price or do the like I think the offer now when you can like do everything at a certain discount. So if I notice like things are slow, like I haven't been on the app a lot, I'll just do that, drop the price. And like one time I sold like 15 things in an hour. It
Oh
was
my God.
insane.
That is so you listed it all Sunday morning, and then by Sunday night you already have those sales.
Just because like you do have so much, especially when girls start liking it, it's on like the top pages and then like the momentum's there. And I feel like once something hits like the top page and everyone sees it, it's getting likes all the time, like
Yeah.
you gotta snag it before it's gone. Because I've definitely had things the second I see it on there, it's like offer in, like
I know.
it's out the door.
I know that sometimes the good stuff goes so quick too that I sometimes I just buy it. I don't
Hmm.
even bother offering. I'm like, oh, I just want it. So I totally get that. Do you have any tips for girls new to the app? Maybe things you wish you were doing when you first downloaded it, or just in general, kind of any tips?
I would definitely say like be patient, like especially if you're new to the app. Like I got my roommate to start doing it, and she was expecting like the sale, like the first moment it was on there. But you do kind of have to wait a couple days or like even a week sometimes. But like always be open to like updating your listing. Like if I have something that's been on the app for a while, I always try to like refresh the images, kind of what's new in style I can style it with, and kind of get those new, better photos. Always good photos. If you can, try to find the stock photo. I'll go through my emails and like look, like if I bought something from Urban, like go through my Urban receipts and be like, oh, here's the stock photo. That way, like you can see kind of how they, like, you bought it because it was on that model, like someone else will probably too. But then also do your own photos, try it on. Girls are gonna have a lot of questions, so just the more details the better.
Okay. And do you find that people will buy an item quicker if it's a stock photo or a photo of you as the cover?
Definitely stock photo, I think, just because the quality's so good. But then always have like the next photo be one of you in it. Like don't just do like 4 stock photos and call it a day, just because you never truly can tell based off like an Urban model or like another brand's model. So I mean, also it's like your personality too. Like most people who shop like you once will come back, so you kind of want them to see like, oh, I styled it this way, which was different from how they did it.
Yeah. Okay. Just give some variety basically in the photos. Do you have like, what's your favorite thing about Curtsy? Like the app layout? Do you like the community? What do you think your favorite part about using Curtsy is?
I definitely think the community, just because like other apps you go on it and you just see like really old, outdated things that like I'm like, ugh, like it doesn't really draw me in. I'm just like there to like sell stuff I don't want anymore. But then with Curtsy, it's like I get on there, I'm like going to like, oh, reply to a message, and then I'll get distracted by like, oh, like that's cute, like is that my size, like I wonder how much it is. So it is like nice being able to have like that like targeted community, especially because like it is fun seeing other people buy my stuff. Like I know you've bought stuff from me many times.
That's so funny.
So it is funny, like I'll see other girls like post on Insta, I'm like, yep, like that's mine, like they bought it from me.
That is kind of cool to like check back in and see like if they've worn it. I actually haven't done that because I'm more of a buyer than a seller, which is so bad because I need to clean out my closet badly. But I have never like gone and looked and see if people like posted my item. That's kind of fun, like a fun little aspect.
It is like, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But also to see where it's gone, because I know like one time on the Instagram they posted that like someone sold this dress and it's been sold like 5 or 6 times and like reworn to different like semi-formals.
Are you buying things because you think girls will like them and you can sell them on your Curtsy page, or are everything you've sold has been things you've owned? Does that question make sense? Like,
yes.
Okay.
So I grew up and my mom owned a boutique in Lake Norman. So yeah, she brought it back from like a brick and mortar to our house, and we did it all in our house. So I grew up going to markets in Atlanta with her. So when I went to college, I was like, well, this will be a fun side hustle like to do, and then I can keep some clothes. And then also like I sell most things for pretty much like wholesale value. Like I have some things that other brands sell for like at least $20 to like $40 more.
Right.
And it's just like I'm keeping one, like I'm letting girls buy the rest. That way we can all get like cute clothing for cheap.
I love
like
that.
Especially because like I know like the price, so when I see something on like a website, I'm like, that's like such a markup. So it really started off as like me kind of doing like wholesale, like kind of like just living my best life in cute clothes and like helping girls get cute clothes. But then I also have like some of my own clothes on there. I feel like I try not to move through my personal clothes like that often, just because I do have kind of the wholesale side of my Curtsy that has all my like cute clothes. But I mean, you bought that sweater vest from me the other day, like that was a pretty good deal. And like I own one too, I wore it the other day. So it's just like having the opportunity. I mean, it's like every girl's dream, I feel like.
Yeah. No, I know, and that's why I love Curtsy, and I think it's like going to be such a popular app, like it already is, but I think it's like really going to take off because like you said kind of earlier, it's stuff that you actually want to see. Like when you're scrolling through, it's really easy to find stuff you like versus other apps. I feel like there's almost like not that social media aspect of it, whereas Curtsy like literally feels like a social media app. Like you chat people, you have offers, like it's kind of fun, and like I love the layout of the app in general, and like all of the trendy clothes. There's so much Princess Polly, there's so much cute boutiques and all of that. And like, it kind of makes you feel good using it because it's sustainable. And, you know, like I said, you're not just throwing your clothes away. You're giving them to another girl. You're giving them more life. So I personally like really love it for that reason too. Now I'm like stalking your page. I'm like looking through your closet right now. Do you
Please offer from Carson.
I know. You're like, wait a second, we're on the phone. Do you advertise a lot on your Instagram too? Or does it just kind of mostly happen organically through the app? Oh, really?
Never have I ever like advertised on my Instagram, really. I kind of just let the app do it because I feel like there's enough girls on there that like know what I want or like what they want in clothes.
Right.
So I feel like I just don't really need that social media side. Plus I feel like Curtsy does a lot of like marketing for me just in like their ads and everything.
True. Yeah, the ads are great because it just kind of picks up like the most viewed, most liked items and puts them on Facebook and all of that. So, all right, awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking with me today. I feel like people will find these tips super helpful. And then what's your name on the app just so people can find you?
I think it's Tori S. So very short, very easy.
Okay. And I'll like pop that somewhere in this video too. And I will put some screenshots of her closet so y'all can go check them out. But yeah, thank you so much for sitting down with me today. And Tori is one of our like top sellers, maybe the top seller. So I really appreciate
I am the top seller.
I think she's the top seller. So yeah, everyone go check her out. And thank you so much for chatting with us today.
No problem. Thanks, Carson.
Bye.